A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rebels will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Colorado's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jess. Who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready.
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Buffaloes have this offense rolling. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Got it behind the line. It's Ivory. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
On the option. Got enough for the first. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Rides the back on the option to give. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Hurley. Get it out on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the ride in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off-play action on first down. Working that left side now. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Johnson looking to throw. The short hands, it's Hart. Still running at the 40. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Going right to work up top. He's got it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
At the 40, there he goes. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can...
It's a fumble! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defender... Everywhere, it's a turnover. coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And the misconnection on 3rd down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Makes the catch. It's Kingsbury. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Using his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. They'll run the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass, it's Hurley. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Rebels buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is on its way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Hurley. Got a man, it's Ivory.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Works the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just keep slinging it. It's complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucks.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, the ground game. Creates a little space. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Finds the tight end. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Johnson looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if...
He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Running to the left. Got a little space. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They feed him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Just what they had hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Johnson wants to throw it. He's got it on the move. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 28 to UCLA. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pressure coming. Now improvising. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder than penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They punted away on 4th down. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the inside. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible defense. That's a really good stop on the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's complete to the right. There he goes! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Great job by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On third and short, the power run here. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Using the quick game. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Rides the back and leaves it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Land Sharks circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Going the other way, and he's got room. Down, oh, man. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To the air on first down. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And good work by the coverage team. Knocked down the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Line getting set on second down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming
wide open spaces. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finding an escape route. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Yeah. Impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Hurley. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times.
Turning it on. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll go to the air on second and short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Buffaloes are facing 3rd and inches. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kingsbury. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucs!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. He'll try the onside kick. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. To the air, it's Hurley. Got his man. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. On target. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to throw on first down. He makes the grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wideout trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he can go. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And they'll try to fight a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Under fire. Touchdown, Buffaloes. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset.